Today's video is sponsored by OneFootball. Get all the latest updates from the Premier League and hundreds of other top fixtures from around the world, as well as the latest scores, videos, fixtures, stats, and more for everything related to football. Link is in the description. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're back with Master League and the first actual bit of gameplay to feast your eyes on for the season. So we're into the UEFA SUPERCUP, of course, which means the winner of the Champions League takes on the winner of the Europa League of last season, and that is obviously ourselves against Olympic Lyon, and the curtains fall on the ICC Cup for Asia for another season. We've managed to win that, but you know, as a simulation, so not much of a big deal. But anyway, for today's game, this is what we're going for. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to play a traditional 4-4-2. I'm going to give it a shot. You know, I mean, there isn't exactly a lot on the line here today. You lose, you lose. You win, you win. Obviously, we have a mission, so if we do win it, we'll get a little bit of a bonus. But I thought, you know what, it might be a good chance to show a different formation, obviously different players, new debuts, and see how we get on. Raphael, actually, there he is on Lyon, the former United man. If you guys know, he used to play there many seasons ago now. But let's have a look. So we're going to start De Gea. We're going to bring in Luke Shaw. Kumpemba plays with Koulibaly. Kyle Walker at the back. So pretty much a completely changed back line from last season, apart from Luke Shaw, and that's because Grimaldo's kind of down for today after a couple of international games. We're going to go for Pogba and Ndombele in the middle. Let's see how those link up together. With Rashford on the right, Malcolm on the left, and then Lukaku, Martial both up top. And we've got quality on the bench if we need to bring in other players. But I want to try that out. Malcolm is actually, I mean, I keep talking about this guy, but I mean, he's just a good player from what I don't know. I haven't seen him actually play, but stat-wise, he looks quality. He's also got an 85 on the set piece taking, so he's probably going to be taking a lot of free kicks from me this season, a lot of corners. He's going to be the set piece man. And he could be the player that can win us some titles just because his condition, look at it, it's a 7. So he's going to be up for most games. Looking forward to that. So that's the lineup. We're going to start with that today. There is Olympic Lyon. They've got some decent quality players in there. Interesting that Memphis Depay, obviously another former United man, starting on the bench. We're going to be playing on the normal settings. This is what I will primarily always play on unless I state otherwise. Challenge, Superstar, 12-minute matches. I'll never go lower than Superstar, and if it gets too easy, which I'm sure it won't, but if it ever does, then obviously we can crank it up a little bit. So here we go. We're playing at the Johan Cruyff Arena. Obviously it's randomized because it is the UEFA Super Cup. It looks all good to me, tasty, ready to roll. Hope you guys do enjoy it. We're going to have one match today, show this full match probably, and then the next episode we dive into the funness of the Premier League. So let's see how we get on in the UEFA Super Cup. So welcome to the Super Cup for the beginning of the season. The former champions of last season in the Champions League and the Europa League come face to face here in Holland to see how we get on. Manchester United have made a lot of transfers. A lot of quality has come into the side, and it's a good chance to see them on show today. Will this be a bit of a taste of how the season will go? We'll have to wait and see. Luigi's opting for a 4-4-2, which is very different to the 3-5-2 he chose last season. So Manchester United get us underway, attacking from your left to right. A new season begins, and it will be interesting to see just how these new signings perform. And they'll want to start off well, of course, with impressions, and that's I was going to say an awful pass by Koulibaly, but he managed to get it there. But with the players wanting to make good impressions with Luigi from the get-go. But they're taking on a solid Lyon side today, winning the Europa League of last season. There's a chance down the left-hand side. Lovely ball. Terrio takes it down, does deliver it in towards the near post. And there's your opening chance. De Gea didn't move, rooted to the spot, but really didn't have to worry too much. But lovely bit of control on the knee. Cut inside and the volley always wide. Well, the Premier League gets underway very soon. And here comes Malcolm. Luke Shaw, back to Malcolm again. Luke Shaw, plenty of time here to deliver this one in towards the back post. Dangerous delivery. Flicked on. Luke Shaw gives it back to Paul Pogba with the strike. It was dipping all over the place. And the referee has, I think he's called back the foul from, was it Raphael? Former Manchester United boy. I mean, it was a good strike from Pogba. No, he didn't just give the corner. Now, Malcolm is Manchester United's possible new free kick taker, and he's going to have a strike, and he's hit the upright. Oh, what a dream debut that would have been. So close. Well, they've had 13 minutes played, and already a couple of chances at both ends. The United's winning the Champions League against Tottenham was pretty confident and calmly done in the end. They didn't really struggle too much. They did go a goal down. I mean, that didn't help after just a matter of minutes. Lukaku bundled to the floor. But you feel with this kind of a team now, a lot of changes have been brought in. Players have been sold and moved on to other sides as well. But there is enough quality and depth here to possibly challenge for the title, and that is exactly what Luigi is expecting from his team. But a good bit of possession here by Leon. And Kimpembe just starting again with David De Gea. Koulibaly. Kyle Walker, former City man who went to PSG but never really found his form. And the referee is letting play go and then bringing it back for a late challenge by Solé. This one was on Romelu Lukaku as well, and it was from behind, and it was reckless. Luke Shaw. Dembele. Plays it back. Pogba was lining it up, wasn't he? Ready to pull the trigger. Diaz. And Dembele's going to have to make his way back now. Ball's played through the middle. Great bit of play, but lovely covering by the centre-back. With 29 minutes played, we're still goalless. United try and work it forward. Rashford. It's great play by the young lad. Bit of trickery as well. Kyle Walker delivers it in towards Lukaku. Good effort. Malcolm. Luke Shaw. United have plenty of players in the mix. Leon have got plenty of players back though. Kurt. Here's Raphael. Bit of high pressure by Manchester United. Don't want to try and get Leon out too much. Ball is swung out wide. It's a good touch, but Kyle Walker was too quick up his heels. Paul Pogba. Rashford. Malcolm. Lovely feet by the young lad. He's got some space and time. Wanted to hit it. It's come back towards him. Good challenge. Very versatile player, Malcolm. Spoke about him a lot. How he could be a difference maker for Manchester United this season. And United now going round the other way. Walker has got options up the line to find Rashford, who's got players in the middle, looking for the back post. It's come forward. It's low. Romelu Lukaku took a deflection. And into the arms of Anthony Lopez. Final 5 minutes of the half. Still searching for that first goal. Toussaint. And that's a good looking ball over the top. Manages to get the other side. Oh, that was millimetres away. What an effort. Well, Ferry didn't hesitate. In actual fact, I thought he possibly smashed this one into the top corner. Great control on the half volley. Unlucky. So the second half begins. Leon have made the only change. Pizarro's come on. And Man United have made a positional change with Malcolm going up top now. Martial will be playing down that left-hand side. So we'll see how that pans out in the second half. Luke Shaw's let that run past him. And Dembele. Here is Malcolm. Oh, it's lovely football. It's Rashford. He should have scored. Possibly should have took a touch, but the movement of the ball was beautiful to watch. I mean, look at Rashford here. Lovely first time pass, played through the middle. Well, maybe he should have took it with his right foot. It'll be Malcolm to take and deliver this one in. Good defensive covering and clearance. It's Kyle Walker. Pogba, the outside of the boot. Lovely ball here to find Luke Shaw, and it took an ever so slight deflection. David De Gea, a whopping clearance away. Lukaku finding Luke Shaw. He's going to be up and down. He's playing attacking today, Luke Shaw. He's going to be getting forward as the attacking fullback. Well, here's the chance up the line. And Diaz has got the wrong side of Manchester United. Great save, and they have taken the lead. It fell kindly on a plate for Terrier, and he didn't hesitate. And Manchester United trail here by 1-0. They just got caught the wrong side. Simple as that. I think Pogba was the player who stopped running. Kimpembe couldn't get there. And then Koulibaly couldn't make the challenge quick enough. So Man United make the first change as Bay comes on for Luke Shaw. Well, it looks like a change of formation as well. Luigi's gone back to his, 3-5-2. Let's see what happens here for the next half an hour that United have to try and get back in this matchup. And they've had chances, United, not like they haven't. Leon have had a couple. I mean, that was their first real glimpse. Oh, lovely play here by Ndombele. Lays it up the line to find Martial. And now he needs options in the middle. Still going, Martial. Lays it back. Kyle Walker. Hasn't got much support, but manages to find Ndombele. Pogba. Can he get it on the right foot? Lining up a bit of play, and he has won himself a free kick in a very, very dangerous position. Referee having a talking to there for the culprit. I mean, it's a nice quick turn. There was a quick fake inside. He did catch him. This could be the equalising goal. Well, Malcolm is no stranger to this kind of range. The question is, can he get it up and down? Well, there wasn't much hesitation or doubt, was there? He scores his first United goal on his debut. And if you're going to give United that kind of range, that kind of position from a set piece, Alexis Sanchez not even on the field today, but this guy seems like he can do the business. And it's now Manchester United 1, Lyon 1. So United equalise with plenty of time to spare in this year's UEFA SUPERCUP. And they have looked probably the better of the two sides, but it's still early days for them. Oh, wait a minute. Paul Pogba's playing around with it here. That's a silly place to go ahead and lose it. Diaz trying to play it through the middle. But there's going to be a bit of a building phase for Manchester United. Got a lot of new talent in the side. Don't expect them to suddenly gel after just one game. That's a good idea through the middle. Martial making the case, and the referee blows the foul. Be careful here. Another talking to. Paul Pogba starts with Bay. Kimpembe. Rashford down the left-hand side. Up against his man. Cuts in on the right foot. That's a decent challenge. Lukaku. Well, there's a tough angle for Romelu Lukaku, and Rashford stayed on the floor. Well, that's not a great ball at all. And Martial couldn't quite get there. Fed out wide for Kerr. Up against Kimpembe, has a strike, deflection. Pogba picks it up. Now United have got some serious pace coming forward, but not a great ball by Lukaku. And that's a splitting pass. De Gea's had to come out. And Olympique Lyon find themselves ahead again, and it's the same goal scorer again. Terrier, 2 for him, 2 for Lyon. And that's sloppy. I mean, this has all stemmed from a pass from Lukaku. It's a terrible ball, isn't it? But this is a great first-time pass, and De Gea couldn't shut him down quick enough. So United make 2 changes. Douglas Costa comes on for Martial, and Sanchez on for Rashford. And Ndombele towards Bay. Got some time here. Alexis Sanchez Oh, he got elbow, but it's come to Lukaku. And he's failed to hit the target. Pogba seems like he's everywhere today. Sanchez swings it round to find Kyle Walker. And Dembele flicks on. Sanchez lays it back to him. Dinks it over, looking for the big man of Lukaku again. And now here comes Leon. This is where they've been mostly a threat, is their ability to counter and break. Paul Pogba wins it back. Sanchez goes down. The referee says play on. Pogba misses the challenge. For Kurt, and there's another chance. And why on earth Man United pushing so far forward? You have to question it, but brilliant save by De Gea. Oh, it's just Man United defensively. They're going to have to work on this, because it is not good enough. Another chance to come forward. It's another sloppy pass though. Alexis Sanchez, Douglas Costa, as he's changed his number now. Confusing. And Dembele. Overlapping run from Bay. Wants Kyle Walker to get on his bike, and he certainly will. And he's got players to choose from. It's Bay. It's fallen to Lukaku. Once again, good bit of defending. And here comes Leon again. That's a brilliant challenge by Koulibaly. We've got 2 minutes of stoppage time here. Alexis. Try to feed it on. It's all a little bit too cagey though and cute from United. Here comes Bay. United have dominated really. They just haven't been able to score, and they've got players running in each other's way. Kyle Walker needs to deliver this, and he will do so. It's towards the back post. It's not a great ball. And it's the disappointment. Man United lose in the Super Cup. I mean, Luigi will take what he can from it. It's not massively disappointment for them. They'll be disappointed, but it's not the be-all, end-all. I mean, they dominated really. 11 attempts to 7, 61 to 39. But they've got to sort it out defensively. That's the problem. Terrier definitely man of the match today with an 8.5 with 2 goals. So a bit disappointing, as I said. Disappointment's the magic word, isn't it? 2-1. I mean, you know, once again, it's defending on PES. And I think I may have to play, you know, deep defensive line. I mean, I created enough chances, and I'm still hesitant about playing something other, you know, than that 3-5-2. Tried a 4-4-2, and it wasn't the best. But I think we may have to go 4 at the back. Because playing 3 at the back, that is where we're getting caught. We're getting caught down the flank. So I may have to start. We have to selection day for England to pick. I may have to start, you know, with a 4-4-2, see how we get on, and then kind of go from there. Because I think that's our biggest problem. Yeah, disappointment. I know. It's fine. It is what it is. It's just the Super Cup. It's not a massive big deal. But yeah, I think we're going to have to test it out. I think that's what it's going to be. A bit of a trial and error here at the beginning of the season. Obviously, we scored a set piece again. Those are going to happen all season. I mean, you're going to get free kicks. You're going to score them. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, we'll take it on Crystal Palace at the opening game. I don't think we have too many, you know, massive games to start with. We've got Crystal Palace. Then we've got Watford. Then we have a bit of a break. We've got Champions League. We'll have to have a look at who we're facing in that. Burnley. Wolves, Leicester. So we have quite a tidy run of games to play, and then it gets a little bit tougher because in October we're facing Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Everton, you know, back to back. That's going to be exciting. So not going to be easy. Alright, well, let's have a look at the Champions League group stage here. No, we can't see it because we've got the playoffs happening. Tottenham did advance into the next stage. Olympique Lyon, well, they drew 2-2. I know it's a 2-leg affair, isn't it? Bayer Leverkusen beating Benfica. So, yeah, we'll see who we get to face very, very shortly. Anyway, we'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, in the next episode. Apparently, I've got to do some national picking of England. So we'll see what happens in there, or what players we want to play. Because I saw a couple of players like Michael Carrick. What on earth is Michael Carrick doing in England's team? Don't think he's going to play in mine. So we're going to have to tweak it and see what we can come up with. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy it. Don't worry, it happens. We're going to start off bad, that's fine. We'll lose the first game and we'll come back strong. I think, like I say, I think we're going to have to go for it at the back this season because that is the problem. We're conceding too many goals. And having 3 with 2 wingbacks, we do get caught out wide. So, yeah, we'll have to see. It's trial and error. Until next time, hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe for more and take care.